What words of advice do I have for those of you who will be working with Leona this year? Uh, hmm. Leona is very persistent. She knows what she wants, and she will stop at nothing to get it. So, um, the only way around this is to simply redirect her thoughts to another subject, provide alternative choices that are appealing to her. Um, music has always been just the ultimate redirection strategy for her. Um, she loves this one book. We read it a lot this summer. Dora the Explorer, Super Baby's Dreamland Adventure, and uh, they have to rescue the dream fairy who's asleep in her castle. Her golden rooster didn't wake her up, so she wasn't able to deliver happy nap time dreams to all the babies, and so everyone's awake and they're cranky because they haven't gotten their dreams yet. And um, in the book, the first stop that they make on their journey to get to the dream castle is um, the giant's forest. And uh, the line in the book is, "We made it to the giant's forest, and I hear crying. Do you see who's crying? It's a giant baby." And so oftentimes when she's crying, she knows what she's doing. And she has learned that this behavior gets her the things that she wants many times. And so when I recite this line, she'll sometimes chuckle because that's kind of like our connection, my way of saying, like, hey, look, kid, I know what you're doing here. I know what you're trying to do. Um, so that's one strategy. Another one we'll use with singing is "The Babies on the Bus Go Wham Wham Wham." We'll sing this sometimes. That will get a chuckle out of her. Um, and when she needs a break, she loves to visit the library at school. Sometimes it's a nice way for her to start her day and kind of ease her way into what might be a very stressful classroom environment for her. Um, so I know she always appreciates when that's an option or that's a choice. And the sensory diet is really important for her. Um, what we've found is that when she has the opportunity to exercise her vestibular system early in the morning, early in the day, she's then able to more easily transition into the classroom and to sitting in a group for a short duration of time and participating in a group activity where she has to listen and be still and maybe participate in answering some questions. The vestibular system, of course, is feeling and understanding where your body is in relation to space. It's um, the feeling of the sensation of spinning around. It's feeling the compression of this hand squeezing the other hand, or the feeling that you get when you get a really big hug, or the feeling of when somebody's pulling on your arm and you're feeling the joints and the resistance of the pulling of your part of your joints. These are all examples of vestibular input that are helpful for Leona. She also really loves tight squeezes on her head, or she can stand on her head, or you can compress or put pressure on the top of her head. These are calming grounding techniques that really help her in her ability to participate in the classroom. Other advice, I guess this is as much for myself as it is for anyone else who works with Leona, is take a deep breath in and then let it out. Sometimes you just have to give her a little bit of space to express her emotions. In situations where she's feeling really upset, the speech generating device isn't always the best choice. I would think it would be the perfect choice. Like, put it in front of her and give her the opportunity to verbalize what it is that she wants to, that she's trying to say, or like, what is she feeling? I want to give her other choices for expressing herself than just screaming, which is basically what she does now. One of the things that I'm going to spend some time working on this year is developing more low-tech options for her to communicate in those scenarios where she's unable to regulate her emotions. She's feeling angry or sad or frustrated. She doesn't want the communication device, but she needs some tool to express herself. So some low-tech options are the paper with a few symbols on it, or a very simple social story about how she's probably feeling. Things that she can just look at, and she's someone who thinks in pictures. She understands in pictures. She learns in pictures. She's a visual learner. So putting a few visuals in front of her face, a few pictures on a piece of paper, where she has the choice, the opportunity to make a choice, make an alternative choice, or point to something, point to an emoji of, that she identifies with about how she's feeling, or pointing to a favorite song, that when she sees the image, she remembers, oh yeah, that would really make me feel better right now if we could just listen to just a few seconds of my favorite song. So this is my advice to you. She can bite when she gets upset, so be aware of this and be ready for this, and prepared to use your strength to separate from her and keep yourself at a safe distance. Whenever she does something like this, I just, like, she bit me in the grocery store one day because I wouldn't buy her ice cream sandwiches. I just looked at her and I said, Leona, you bit me. Ouch, that really hurts. I don't like that. And I'm really trying to drive this phrase home with her. It's a phrase that she has in her communication device. We've been working for a long time on, this is a self-advocacy phrase. This is another area that I really want to help my child grow this year, is in providing her with options for language that aid in self-advocacy, expressing when somebody's doing something that you don't like. How do I respond appropriately? And I really like the phrase, I don't like that, and don't touch me. So these are phrases that I'm teaching my child, and I'm trying to model for my child when she does something that I don't like. And then the hope is that she will then be able to reproduce those phrases when she's in a scenario where maybe somebody's touching her and she doesn't like that, or somebody's playing music really loudly, or just getting in her space and she doesn't like it. Then she can say, I don't like that. So have a great school year. Best of luck. And I'm only an email away if you're struggling with something, and you need somebody to bounce some ideas off of for how to get past a roadblock that you are encountering with my child in the classroom. She loves reading. She's especially interested in learning Spanish right now. So anything that you can do to encourage that, she will appreciate. And of course, she just has always really loved animals. Rescuing baby animals is, she knows a lot about that from the Wonder Pets and from Go Diego Go. And she also really enjoys when you handwrite things on a paper and then read them back to her. Repetition, of course. She saying her favorite lines or phrases, singing favorite little songs over and over again. These are the things that she just really appreciates. And if you want to be Leona's friend, then these are the things that you need to know. So, thanks for listening.